it might not really sound as good news all over the world for Arsenal fans because Sky Sports reported that Takahiro Tomiyasu is the only player absent from Arsenal training at Soho Reality Training Center today. That was yesterday, but he could come later on. Well, Bukayo Saka is wearing a strapping on his leg. So the big question is, why is Tomiyasu missing out on action in the training session of Arsenal? That could be the biggest question that could arise to anyone who really thinks about talking about this story. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. We are going to be talking lots of stories. We are having Disasi and we are also having Szoboszlai from Liverpool talking about his debut season at Liverpool. We thank God for the gift of life and the Muslims. Barakallahu fikum, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. Now, we go into the Arsenal land to obviously talk about Takahiro Tomiyasu. Now, when you look at Tomiyasu, you really understand that he is really that kind of player who returned from injury. He has been so much pivotal in the game against Man City, though he played 45 minutes. Then he came in through and really showed up when Arsenal was playing against Tottenham Hotspur. Against Bournemouth, he was one of the players that really went ahead to put in a very huge shift into that game of football and went ahead to obviously look like the best player on the day. And him missing out on training when Arsenal is heading to play Man United raises eyebrows, I tell you, because Arsenal have very many players that can come in through and really do the job. Zinchenko, Jakub Kiwior, and Julian Timber. But if you're going to play Manchester United at Old Trafford amidst them being in a very bad form, you wouldn't like how to lose out on your ship. Looks like Arteta wants to end his season with the same starting 11. Remember, ever since they started playing against, Spurs, he has been naming the same starting 11. You understand? I think has been naming the same starting 11 from Chelsea. I remember when they played Chelsea in the midweek and beat them by 5-0. That's when he started off this starting 11 where David Raya was in goal, Benjamin White right back, Tomiyasu, the case in point you're obviously addressing, played as the left back. Then we had the man himself who goes by the names of Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes in the central defense, Thomas Partey, Declan Rice in that double pivot alongside what's his name? Alongside Martin Odegaard, Saka right forward, Trossard left forward, and Kai Havertz leading the line. So he would like to obviously name an unchanged starting 11 at Old Trafford because he believes that they can really get the win. And for the very first time, I thought that Arsenal would come in through when we've gone ahead to see to it that other players have gone ahead to obviously get fit. But I tell you what, more players of Man United have gone ahead to find themselves injured, and that has gone ahead to obviously cost us as a club of Man United in this situation. So Arteta is really having a very huge problem. If you're not having Tomiyasu, then you are really going to look through to obviously play Kiwior in a game like that, or Zinchenko, because Julian Timber is not yet ready to obviously tussle it out in the game of this magnitude. That is it. So, Tomiyasu, we expect a report coming in from the manager of Arsenal very soon, but there is a fly on the wall that is not so credible. I cannot call it tier 1, that has come out and really told us that this guy was given a rest. He goes by names of Rice, Hands of Ozil. Takahiro Tomiyasu is not nursing any injury right now. He was just given a time off. Now, why would they give this guy a time off? Can someone explain to me? Why would, in all due respect, why would they give him a time off when people like Bukayo Saka, who are really having a strap on their legs, are still here? You get? That's the huge question that you should raise, you know? That's the question that everyone should come in here and answer, because you tell me that Takahiro Tomiyasu is not nursing an injury and is given rest, I think there should be another better reason to be given as to why Tomiyasu is missing out of action, because if it's all about getting a rest, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Maybe there is something that is happening, All he had a knock and the manager was like, get a rest. But they cannot give him a rest, yet Arsenal hate to play on a Saturday, if at all I'm not mistaken, and they've been resting for Sunday and Monday. 2 days are enough. We all know that. 2 days are enough. Arsenal hate to play an early Kickstarter. Not so. They rested for Sunday and Monday. Tuesday they reported back to training. What special is he of the club of Arsenal? You understand? There must be a reason as to why he has gone ahead, obviously miss out. And I tell you, it might be a knock, but not a serious one, that has kept him out of action. But we are waiting to see what Arteta will tell us on Friday in the pre-match press conference as they prepare to come out Old Trafford to play the team that I support, that is Manchester United, into the mix. So we wait and see how that pans out, but we are here to wait and really wait and wait and wait and see how things really move on. Now, after that, let's obviously talk about Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai has been a player playing for Liverpool and he has gone ahead to make his debut season. And he was asked on his debut season, he said, perhaps I set the bar too high because I think there were certain matches where I couldn't bring out the best in myself. Sorry about that. For Szoboszlai, I know why he set the target so high. Because there was a time in this season when he thought that Liverpool was competing for 4 trophies: a Premier League, UEFA Europa League, FA Cup and Carabao Cup. For the Carabao Cup, they played in the final and obviously took it. And people were like, Liverpool could go for a quadruple. Now, they got knocked out of the FA Cup at the quarter-final level by Man United at Old Trafford 4-3. Then, they went ahead to be knocked out of the UEFA Europa League by Atalanta. So, that's how they shrinked as a side of Liverpool, and they found themselves in a very worst situation that you will never want your team to be in. And they are now only contending for qualifying for the Champions League, something that they've already gone ahead to achieve, and they've walked away with 1 trophy. So I really understand that for Szoboszlai, a player who came in through and really saw to it that they were just 2-3 games away from really winning more 2 trophies, has gone ahead to find himself in a position of really clinching only 1. At the beginning of the season, maybe he never set the target so high, but when they reached a level when they could really look through to those trophies, then he was like, I think I can make it a point and really do the needful. In the Premier League, he has played 31 games, 3 goals and 2 assists. UEFA Europa League, 7 matches, 2 goals and 1 assist. Then, in the EFL Cup, 3 matches, 2 matches, 0 goals and 0 assists. 3 matches, 2 goals. He has gone ahead to score 7 in his debut season. He has gone ahead to play 41 games so far. When you add on those in the FA Cup, I think he averages like 44 games this season for the club of Liverpool. But I think he's going to be one of those players that Ancelotti is going to look at a lot to obviously build onto his team on, because age is on the side of Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai is just 23 years of age, and on the 25th of October this year he's going to be making 24 years of age. So at that age, he still has a lot to change at the club of Liverpool, and maybe next season they might really try to clinch something together, because that side is not going to change a lot. I tell you, that side of Liverpool is not going to change a lot, even though Ancelotti is going to be really brought in at that side. It's not going to change a lot. It's really going to be one of those sides that is going to be having 2-3 additions of players, but you all know that the spine will remain with Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold right back, left back it's going to be Robertson, I think, Virgil van Dijk, Konate in the central defense. Then I think he can get in a CDM to replace Endo, but McAllister and Szoboszlai will be constant. Then if Salah stays, will be constant. Then I think Darwin Núñez might find himself leaving the side of Liverpool because he went ahead to delete all his photos from Instagram. concerning Liverpool. Then on the left, Luis Diaz, Hall, Cody Gakpo. But I fancy Cody Gakpo to get a starting slot into that side of Liverpool. So that is it for Liverpool. But it's been looking good for them. That Szoboszlai look like he's underperforming yet. He's really doing in some good performances. That's the mentality of a player who is supposed to be playing for a team like Liverpool. You get? Even if you've gone ahead of his perform well as a player, it's supposed to be a teamwork. You get? It's not all about selfish interests. You get? He would have gone ahead to say, I came into this club, I'm new to the Premier League, I've gone ahead to play, my team has won a Carabao Cup, we have one trophy in there for you, we missed out on others, but let's hope for better things next season. He would have gone ahead to say that, but I tell you what, he's not that caliber of a player. He thinks beyond what others think, and that's what makes him a different caliber of player altogether. So that's why I've gone ahead to give him his flowers as a player, because he has gone ahead to come in through and really put in a very, very beautiful shift in here onto the side of Liverpool. Now, Akzo Disasi, I'm here to mark my territory, to continue my progression, and obviously to impose myself. For a first season, I'm pretty satisfied. You see the difference? So Szoboszlai, who is really third with Liverpool, he's going to be playing in the Champions League. He won a Carabao Cup. He's saying he's not satisfied. He set his targets way too high, and he never really achieved them. Now, here, Disasi, with no trophy, no Champions League football, he tells you that he's here to mark his mark and to continue progression and obviously to impose himself. For the first season, I'm pretty satisfied. How can you come out and really make such a statement? It shows you that his mentality is lacking and he needs to obviously find himself given a better answer next time. And I think the moment he said that, Pochettino had to obviously put him back and sit him down and tell him, what did you say? You were satisfied? Disasi, you are satisfied? Because it doesn't make sense if at all you come out and really put out a statement like what Disasi is going to have to say. How do you dare come out and really put in such a statement? Because you've gone ahead to play 31 Premier League games and scored 2 goals, 7 games at the FL Cup and scored 1 goal, 3 goals in 38 games. Yet Chelsea has gone ahead to concede very many goals when into defense. That is really out. You can't come out and really make such an allegation in there for you. When you look at Chelsea, they've gone ahead to concede how many goals? 59. So you come out and really celebrate your team conceding 59 goals. Disasi, you should really find a better explanation to a question. If at all a question like that comes in front of you and it's calling in for your answer. So your thoughts on Tomiyasu misses out on Arsenal training are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Disasi? Excited of his performances all debut season, and Szoboszlai not okay with his debut season at Liverpool. Good morning. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Second video of the day and more is yet to come in here onto the Rokani Media Football. I sign out. See you later. Bye bye.